Welcome back, Renegades. So this is going to be a little bit of a different video. We got the banned and restricted announcement today, being effective April 1st. So we're losing Gecko Moria, uh, Ice Age, Kingdom Come, and Jinbei. So Gecko and Ice Age definitely get Lucci, kind of a key pieces to the Lucci deck, as well as Gecko and Kingdom Come with sometimes Ice Age into the Black Yellow Luffy. So they got pretty much nerfed as well. And of course, the meta monster Blue Doflamingo. They're losing their accelerator card, Jinbei. This puts the board presence for the Doflamingo player insanely ahead of the opponent. So I do agree with the Jinbei, as unfortunate it is, because I do like playing Doflamingo. I see the reasoning behind this ban. The Gecko, I know Gecko's been on everyone's mind about being banned forever. I can see why they get banned, why it's getting banned, but it really does. See, it's kind of disappointing because yes, this card is what makes Lucci good and Smoker, but it's also like the main card that held Black Yellow Luffy together. So by losing Gecko, Black Yellow Luffy is going to be extremely inconsistent. At least for now, we might be able to, with the brain trust, figure something out with it. And Ice Age is really good. It's just, I don't know. It's from OPO2, so it's been around for a long time. And I was really shocked that this had got banned because this was like really not on very many people's like radar. This one was, and these two here, I can see this has been being called out for a while. The Kingdom Come is an interesting choice because like Enel is not as popular as it was, and this was a key piece of Enel. It's also people started running it in Black Yellow Luffy, so like getting banned for Kingdom Come is kind of rough. But for those collectors, it's EBO1, so that's a kind of a good thing if you're just trying to get master sets. That's probably gonna go down in price a little bit. I don't know how much it was originally, anyways, but yeah. So that's the ban list we got effective April 1st. So make sure you guys are staying up to date on that. You have pretty much the rest of this month to get your Doflamingo matches out, your Lucci's, your Black Yellow Luffy gameplay in. Make sure you're grinding them out because April 1st, you're going to get deck checked if you have any of these cards in your deck, and it definitely would be bad at a tournament when, this is what you brought and these guys are not legal. So the main three decks that got affected by this ban is Rob Lucci, Black Yellow Luffy, and Blue Doflamingo. And Smoker as well to an extent with Ice Age. So just keep that in mind, guys. Next thing I want to talk about is the right here, the ban or the block rotation. Effective next year, April of 2026, we're going to have a standard rotation similar to other card games. But currently, right now, up until next year, we can play everything that comes in, that we have, that's coming out, that will come out. But April 1st of 2026, OPO1 through OPO4 falls off the standard rotation. So, like, a lot of your Navy stuff's in here. A lot of your Straw Hat stuff is in here. A lot of your Big Mom stuff is in here. So, there's going to be some archetypes that are going to not be as good going into our OPO5 through OPO8 and then OPO9 to whatever we're at. But these are going to be what the current level looks like, and that is with effective April 26th. So on the bottom, with the calling about block number system, if you look at the bottom of your cards on the right-hand side at the very bottom, there's like a devil fruit here that had a number. For the longest time, I just assumed this was like the year. So like the first year the game came out, like anything that was printed in the first year got a 1, and then it got a 2, it's year 3 type deal. But apparently it was more than that. So this is basically going to be your blocks. So if it has a 1, which is kind of nice and it's easy to remember instead of having to remember like specific sets that what can be played, what can't be played. If you look at your card in the bottom right hand and it has a 1, you're going to know that it's part of that rotation that's going to be falling out. That's anything from OPO1 to OPO2. Now that includes like alternate arts as well. So just but they are making a specialty rule about that, which is kind of cool. And then we have your 2 and 3. So here's just a recap. For block 1, it's going to be OPO1 to OPO4, block 2, OPO5 to OPO8, block 3, OPO9 to OPO12, and then block 4, OP13 to OP16. It doesn't have anything about EVO1, but I'm assuming it's going to fall into where whatever the number here is. So like your PRB, your premium boosters, your extra booster sets, your starter decks. I don't know, not sure about starter decks. I haven't really checked at those, but that's basically just this is the main thing to take away from this block thing they're trying to try to do next year. So we have a year to prepare. There's going to be more information probably coming out about it, but main thing is right now just keeping in mind if it has a 1, 2, or 3, it's kind of where your block number system is coming from. So from April 26th onward, only block 2 and 3 cards will be valid for playing in championships and official tournaments, standard regulation tournaments. That is, it's like your local game shop. Just check with the host for the event and just ask them: Are they doing? Is it going to be a standard event? Because they're going to have extended formats. So cards that are rotated out may be used in a different external format. So just make sure you check with your local game store or any game store that you're going to be planning on going to an event. Just ask them what their rotation or what their formats are. But you ain't got to worry about that for like a year. So, but on April 26th, sets from OPO1 through 04 are going to rotate out. So, the one thing about that they were saying reprints. So, if a card has been rotated out but reprinted in a different block, they can still be continued to use. So, if you have a card that was originally printed in OPO3 and like OPO12, it got a reprint, then you'll be able to use your original copies of it. Kind of similar to other card games like Magic, where if your card was printed in like 8th edition and then it got reprinted in a standard set, you can still use the 8th edition copy of that card as long as it was the exact same card, reprinted. So I do like the fact that they're reprints. So they did have the EVO or the premium booster. I'll have to look into those cards and see if any of these other cards that are going to be rotating out got reprinted with a new dragon fruit symbol, because that would be interesting to see. But that's what I just wanted to go over with you guys today. I know mostly on just gameplay video, but this was kind of relevant today, and I wanted to get a video out for you guys so that you guys aren't getting caught at a tournament with any of these cards in your deck after April 1st. And the block rotation is something that's coming in the future, so it's not something immediate that we need to stress about. I'm assuming this is going to get changed, more updates as get closer to it. As always, guys, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.